Starting now, you can book your Disney cruise for less. Well, kind of. Hi there, I'm Chris Forbeck with Dreams Unlimited Travel on the Diz Unlimited's DCL show. And some breaking news, starting today, Disney Cruise Line is reducing the deposit amounts for most itineraries. If you've Disney cruised before, you know you had to pay a 20% deposit, 20% of the total passenger fare. Well, starting now, Disney Cruise Line is cutting that amount in half. You only have to pay 10% deposit. Put a 10% deposit down. Now, if you're trying to do calculations, it's 10% off the passenger fare. So you pull out taxes and port fees and stuff like that. But still, it's half the amount, right? Some important notes. Concierge, nothing's changing. It's going to be the same. Deposit amounts are the same. It's non-refundable once you book. And this doesn't reduce the total fare, of course. It's just the amount you have to pay to lock down your cruise, the amount you have to pay up front. And also a reminder that you can pay for your cruise over time. The pay in full date, the timing when your cruise must be paid in full, that will depend on the length of your cruise. In general, 3 or 4 months before your departure date. If you book far enough advance, you can divide up your total and pay a certain amount each month. However you want to do it, whatever works for you. And you can kind of make payments on your cruise. It's nice. You can plan ahead. And, of course, you can still modify your reservation up until your pay in full date. You will, of course, pay. If you change the date of your cruise, you're going to pay the fare that is that going rate. But you can make changes. It's nice. And this is a real opportunity to lock down your cruise, and you don't have to pay as much up front. So it gives you some flexibility. It's a big change because it's been the same way for a long time. I've already been asked questions about Dream Shipboard credit. This does not impact the Dream Shipboard credit. You're still going to get a Dream, if you book with Dreams Unlimited Travel, you're still going to get a Dream Shipboard credit. That's up to $1,000, depending on the price of your cruise. We're going to give you free money to spend on board. How cool is that? Nothing changes there. There have also been some placeholder reservations, and we get a lot of questions about placeholder reservations. If you've Disney cruised before, these are a great way to save on your next Disney cruise. And somebody sent me a question asking, "Hey, explain what placeholder reservations are." I'm sorry, I didn't write down the name, but here's what a placeholder reservation is. Essentially, it gives you 10% off most fares. There are some blackout dates, think Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year, and then the spring break season. But it works on most itineraries. So 40-something weeks of the year, you can look at DisneyCruise.com and I can send you, we can send you those blackout dates. If you can purchase 1 or 2 placeholders. You just do it via the Disney Cruise Line Navigator app on your phone, and they will both have to be used on the same itinerary. The wording on the app and connected with it is a little confusing. It makes it sound like you could do, hey, 1 in May and 1 in August. You can't. They have to be used on the same itinerary. But if you have friends or family that you want to bring with you, they can go along with you and pay 10% less. So not a bad deal. The other big detail in there is you have to use them within 2 years. So 24 months. The nice thing about them is there's no risk. So if there's even a chance you may want a Disney cruise again, you can purchase these 1 or 2 placeholder reservations. If you don't use them, use them. But if you don't use them, they will automatically cancel. At that point, you'll get your money back. So it's a great way to save a little bit on a Disney cruise. The big change that's going on right now is that when you shift your reservation to that placeholder, from the placeholder to the actual cruise, well, step 1, I always tell people, think of the Haunted Mansion. There's no turning back now. You can't go back to a placeholder reservation once it's been shifted away from a placeholder reservation. That being said, you can modify that reservation in any way. It becomes just like a normal reservation, quote unquote normal. And you can modify it and everything. It just can't go past that sale by date. So it can't go past that original 24 months when you originally booked it. The big change that's happening now is that we used to get a couple days usually you have to make some additional deposit. We need to do that at the time of booking. We don't get a couple days. So we can give you an estimate of what that would be and take care of all that. But just be aware, once we do that shift, we need to pay that additional difference right at that time. So again, placeholders, a great way to save some money on your next Disney cruise. You have to book it while you're on board your Disney cruise. So think about that when you're on board. And I always get one. So with that, a reminder that this show, along with everything we do at the Diz Unlimited, DCL Fan, UO Fan, it's all brought to you by Dreams Unlimited Travel. We are experts at helping you plan a magical Disney cruise, a visit to a magical Disney theme park, your Universal Adventure, Universal Epic Universe, awesome. Even other cruise lines. There's no additional cost to book with Dreams Unlimited Travel. Easier for me to say. No additional cost, none. But we're going to give you insights about your Disney cruise ship, Disney destinations, your Disney trip to Universal. We're going to give you all that you need to know about Epic, for example. And this is literally what we do. So we're watching it all the time. Like these changes going on with deposits. We're watching this all the time. And by booking your cruise with Dreams Unlimited Travel, either a Disney cruise or another kind of cruise, you're going to get a shipboard credit of up to $1,000, depending on the price of your cruise. And I always hear people say nothing's for free. This is a chance where you get free money to spend on board. Doesn't cost you a dime. Not bad. Best way to get started, dreamsunlimitedtravel.com. You'll click on whichever destination you're looking for and go right through. You can select a specific agent, or all the Dreams agents are just so awesome. So a reminder, you can get more about the changes to deposit amounts on our DCL Disney Cruise Line focused website, dclfan.com. If you have specific questions, you can reach out. If you're booked with Dreams, you can reach out to your Dreams Unlimited travel agent. We've been having a big discussion. The original DCL notice on this was not incredibly well written, so there was a lot of discussion amongst the agents talking about what this all means. So you can reach out to your Dreams Unlimited travel agent. If you're watching on YouTube, you can post questions right below, or show topic ideas for that matter. I'll try and answer them as quickly as I can. And while you're there, you can subscribe, click that bell so you can be notified when anything new happens. All of that helps us a lot. If you're watching on Apple Podcasts, listening on Apple Podcasts, I guess, you can leave us a review. Again, it really helps us out. We love 5-star reviews best, but if we aren't doing 5-star work, let me know how we can do better. You can reach me, Chris V, at dreamsunlimitedtravel.com. I'm also on social media at Yensid Travel, on all one word. Yensid Travel on most platforms. Yensid is Disney spelled backwards, and it is the name of the sorcerer in Fantasia's Sorcerer's Apprentice. There's your trivia. And a special thanks, as always, to our producer, Jimmy Valdez. He pulled this together so quickly, and I had to do a couple tries at it, so he was really helpful for me. So, as always, Jimmy, thank you very much. Deposits down. Where are we going? Let's go. Safe travels. We'll see you real soon.